Okay, so in preparation for the homework quiz tomorrow, I've chosen to do a proof on page 42 of your textbook. This is number 11, and this is actually not a partial proof. You have to do this proof from scratch. You will have a partial proof for your quiz, but I think this will be helpful to view. So looking at the diagram, I have been told that the measure of angle 1 is equal to the measure of angle 2, so I'm going to mark that on my diagram. 1 is equal to 2. And then I'm also told that measure of angle 3 is congruent with measure of angle 4. So I'll mark that on my diagram just to help me visualize. And I'm supposed to prove that, let's see, measure of angle SRT, so SRT is congruent, or excuse me, equal to the measure of angle STR. So, as usual, we will go ahead and put some given information in line 1. Now, sometimes you only want to use a portion of your given information, sometimes you want to use it all. In this instance, I'm going to choose to use it all. They're similar statements, just comparing congruent angles. So they're pretty similar and can go in the same line. Now let's see, what should we do for line 2? Okay, in line 2, I'm trying to see what the relationship is between SRT and these numbered angles. Okay, I'm going to go to SRT. Hopefully that you can see that SRT is comprised of angle 1 and angle 3. Okay. So it would be really convenient if I was able to have angle 1 and angle 3 added together so that I could have SRT show up in my proof. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to write the measure of angle SRT is equal to the measure of angle 1 plus the measure of angle 3. While I'm on that line, I might want to check and see if there's anything similar I can do with STR. STR looks like it's comprised of angle 4 and angle 2. So in the same line, since that's a related concept, I'm going to say STR is equal to the measure of angle 2 plus the measure of angle 4. Now, as far as my reason, I should really be numbering these, why am I allowed to say that SRT is 1 plus 3 and STR is 2 plus 4? Well, the angles are adjacent to one another. So we decided back in chapter 1 that we could use the angle addition postulate. Now remember, postulate means we haven't proven it, we're just going to accept it on faith. Okay. Agree to accept that idea versus a theorem which we can prove. Alright, so now I'm in good shape because I've got my numbered angles connected to my lettered angles. Okay. But I still have not proven that SRT and STR are congruent. So how am I going to do that? Well, it would be really helpful if I could say that 1 and 3, the sum of 1 and 3 is equal to the sum of 2 and 4. Now can I do that? Well, let's go up here. If you notice, 1 is equal to 2. Let me change colors here. 1 is equal to 2, 3 is equal to 4. I'd really like to have 1 and 3 together. I'd really like to have 2 and 4 together. Can I do that? Well, if 3 is equal to 4, I'm basically able to add them to this first line, measure of angle 1 equals measure of angle 2. Can add 3 and 4 to both sides because they're equal. I'm allowed to add the same thing to both sides. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to say the measure of angle 1 plus the measure of angle 3 is equal to the measure of angle 2 plus the measure of angle 4. 3 and 4 are equal, so I'm allowed to add them to both sides. What's the property that allows us to add things to both sides? Well, addition property of equality. Now let's go down to 4. All right, so now 1 plus 3, seen that. 2 plus 4, seen that. What's on the other side of those two that are apparently equal? Well, SRT and STR. These two must be equal if 1 plus 3 is equal to 2 plus 4. All I've really done is some replacing, so the reason I get to put for replacements is the substitution property. Hopefully that helps you prepare for your homework quiz tomorrow.